At last, a buy-to-let mortgage product where the mortgage rate seems to be going in the right direction. If you're about to buy a property using a buy-to-let mortgage or refinance an existing one, especially if you're coming to the end of a fixed rate period, then please watch this video until the end. I've got some potential good news about buy-to-let mortgage rates. If you're subscribed to my channel, you'll know I've recently been looking at buy-to-let mortgages from some of the biggest lenders, and to me those rates seem expensive. Of course, things never stay the same, and the recent base rate cut by the Bank of England will hopefully work its way through the system. But don't forget, not every mortgage will benefit from the rate cut. Not all mortgages are priced the same way. I've covered this before, so I won't go into it all again now. Now before we start, and I have to say this is not financial advice, so please do take proper advice before you do anything in property investment, particularly if you're going to take out a loan or a mortgage. Hopefully you've got a very good mortgage broker who will be able to advise you, but if you haven't, more on that later, I might be able to help. In this video, I'm talking about Accord mortgages. They aren't one of the larger lenders, they're actually a subsidiary of Yorkshire Building Society. Perhaps being a smaller lender means they can be more flexible because they've recently cut the rates across their buy-to-let mortgage range. Here are a few of the products they currently offer. A 2-year fixed rate remortgage at 75% LTV with an initial rate of 4.64%, a product fee of £1,995 plus incentives including a free standard valuation and a remortgage legal service. A 3-year fixed rate purchase mortgage at 65% LTV with a rate of 4.74%, a product fee of £995, and incentives of £250 cashback and a free standard valuation. And finally, a 5-year fixed rate remortgage at 80% LTV with a rate of 5.19%, a product fee of £995 and incentives including a free standard valuation and a remortgage legal service. The key question, of course, is what happens at the end of each fixed rate. I've had a little trouble getting an exact answer. That's why you should always apply for a mortgage through a good broker. And don't forget, most lenders require you to apply through a broker or intermediary anyway. Anyway, back to what happens when the fixed rate ends. If we assume the rate reverts to the standard variable rate, the good news is that on March 9th Accord will be reducing their SVR from 7.74% to 7.49%. That's encouraging. Maybe a bit of competition will encourage other lenders to start cutting their standard variable rates too. If you've watched my other recent videos, you might remember that a typical SVR is currently around 9%. Now, as I always say, I have no idea whether an Accord mortgage is right for you. You need to talk to a good broker. So if you have a mortgage broker, please don't do anything without talking to your mortgage broker. If you don't have a mortgage broker, then I'm very happy to recommend my very good mortgage broker. And if you want any advice on buy-to-let finance or any other type of property finance for that matter, including bridging or development finance, wherever it happens to be, and whether it's for purchase, refinance, or if you are particularly coming off the end of a fixed rate, as I keep saying, because for a lot of us who've got used to our cheap fixed rate, there's a bit of a shock happening in the market at the moment. And you might want some hand-holding to make sure that you do actually weather the storm and find the right product. Whatever it happens to be, then just email me, thepropertyteacher@gmail.com, and please do email me. Sometimes people leave messages below the video. Please email me. It's by far the best way of getting my attention, and I will be very happy to make the introduction. And if you're enjoying this video, then please don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. And please also come over to my website, thepropertyteacher.co.uk, that's thepropertyteacher.co.uk, where you'll find loads of resources, including free special reports, plus my very popular The Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, and the Successful Property Renovators Workshop.